Well, with the storms that have rained us out from this project, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on concrete. We'll get some walls going in, get some gates going in here. Alright folks, welcome back to the journey. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. So, you see behind me, I have a post here that I'm putting in because we're starting to go ahead and run the fence down this side because, well, putting posts in. We don't have the fencing material just yet, but we already have posts. I can dig holes. Lil Mac's still broke, right? So you can see I have the auger right here, but I can't use it because the tractor does not have the hydraulic hoses fixed on it just yet. So I can't lift and lower the bucket to get it up off the ground without spraying everybody and everything around me with hydraulic fluid. Don't want that. So until we get back from our little trip, that's going to be down. So I'm not even going to look into getting that fixed yet until we get back. But I still have work that I can be getting done around here. And like I said, we're really not going to be getting any other types of materials for anything until we're getting back from the graduation trip for my daughter. All right. But if you guys have not checked out the video for this, I'll post that up in the corner. It's the full assembly of the Veribus Trigo Plus e-bike or e-trike. You guys can go check that out. And I also do a little review at the end. And also thanks to Billy and Rhonda, more Billy, I'm sure, than Rhonda, over at Strong's Adventures, for guessing correctly what I did wrong during the assembly of this bike. So whenever I first took the bike out of the box, the forks on the bike were actually turned 180 degrees in the wrong direction. So whenever I put the handlebars on, the forks were backwards. And that's what he guessed, that the forks, he didn't say the handlebars, he didn't say anything. He said the forks were backwards. And yes, that is the correct answer. The forks were backwards whenever I first put on the handlebars. And I ended up having to put on the front fender a few times because I had it correct. As I was showing it in the video. And then I ended up turning it around, which was incorrect, and then ended up having to turn it back around correctly for the third time, right? So anyway, it's all good to go. So obviously with this bike, it's going to be within a certain price range. So if you are looking for a cheaper option bike that is powered, then go ahead down into the description and follow that link. It's greatly appreciated. I also have a discount code IVIES for a $50 off voucher. So go ahead, check that out. It's greatly appreciated. Thank y'all. And anyway, I need to go up to the front because since I don't have Lil Mac, I need to haul some concrete. And I don't want to do that by hand. So I'm going to see if the bike will take care of it. All right, let's go. Doesn't quite fit, but oh well. We'll make do. Okay, so there's one post down. We'll go ahead and let that soak in. Let's already know, any other rain or whatnot will soak into that. That will set up just fine. I'll cover that up with some more dirt, but go ahead and pack up all of our stuff into the wheelbarrow, into the bike, and head on over to the other post and go take care of that one next. Okay, so this post is done, and then as you can kind of see, and you can probably hear the kiddo making the sound effects. We have storms coming in, but Dad's almost done with the truck. Well, almost done with getting ready to pull the engine out of the truck. If you guys want to take a quick glance, there, that's where we're at. But yep, obviously with the weather coming through, you just got to kind of work around the weather, do what you can. But I did want to show you guys something. I haven't been recording, but you can probably see back there, kiddo being crazy on her swing. But we have a little frame coming up over here. So that's going to be a temporary barn that we're putting in. Some kind of a thing for the dogs. That way, because they've pretty much have destroyed all this. So we're going to do. All right, so I'll go ahead and bring you guys over here, kind of show you what we're going to be doing. So this does have a roof that we're going to kind of put up here, the tent. So this is a tent that my mom had for her business, and this does have sides and stuff that we could put on here if we wanted to, but I just think that the dogs would tear it apart. So we're going to put the roof on to kind of keep weather and stuff out best we can. But for the sides, I'm going to go ahead and build a wall up on this side. I'm going to build a wall up on that side with a door, and then this also is going to be closed in for the most part, but you guys are going to have to wait to see what we're utilizing to close this in. All right, but anyway, I'm also building pins on the inside. That's kind of why I have this wood and stuff down, kind of linking everything together. And then I also have this is a concrete mold that I had made when we were going to do concrete pads for the RV when we were still up front. This is for a dry, the dry cast concrete, right? You just fill it in with the concrete dry. You do all that stuff. You screed it, you roll it with a roller, and then you sprinkle it, right? All that good stuff. But this is actually too big to be able to fit into the areas that I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do with this, instead of having this as one thing, concrete mold, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this down the middle right here. And then I'll have two of them that I can do because we want to go ahead and put in a few little concrete pads that are in here. That way the dogs can get out of the mud and such. Plus, we do plan on putting at least one of the dog houses, and then like these little houses here, we'll probably get one more the bed will put into each bay. But then I'm probably just going to have that dog house attached to the outside somewhere, because they need to be separated whenever they eat, because they like to steal each other's food. But as you can see, they love all laying next to each other. And let me kind of show you what they've done, right? So they've already gotten out of here a couple times. They ran off the other day and didn't even know where they're at, huh? Huh, Spirit. Huh, Whiskey. Huh, Lulu. But they all took off. And you can see, look at the fence. They've just destroyed it. Just to be able to get together, right? So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. So they all like being next to each other, so that's what we're going to do. But we're also gonna, start letting them out a little bit more. Eventually, and that's kind of what I'm doing with this fence over here. This whole area, including this, is going to be fenced in for animals, because these two dogs here, are supposed to be more of livestock guardian dogs. She's a pet, but she's our daughter's dog, and we've tried having her inside. We've tried doing stuff, but she loves shoes and trash. And we've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried bringing her inside, and it just doesn't work. So, plus being in an RV, we already have her. So with her and her being in an RV together, it just doesn't work out. So she stays outside. But see, look, they just push themselves through the fence. That's what they like to do. You're silly, Spirit. You're silly. Tortillas?
Yeah, yummy tortillas.
Tortillas?
Dad, you're stupid.
You can't have tortillas.
You're silly.
There's no tortillas for
You're silly, Ebike.
You're silly.
I'll call you a Stike.
You're silly.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Guess you guys would like to see what I'm doing, huh? So this is kind of where the pads will be.
You're silly, Daddy.
You're silly.
So I have to go back into our property. Bye.
Bye. All right, so obviously for this wood that's here, I still need to put another one here, another one on that side, and then obviously I'll pour one. I'm only going to have two of these forms, but I need three, right? So whenever I get done pouring one of them, I'll move that over there and then do that form separate. So, but I can do two at a time, and yeah, I think that'll be fine, because all this other area that's here, either we can leave as grass, but we already know, dogs that kind of come in this area, they'll just turn into mud. But I do have a pile over here on the other side of Willow of some mulch that we can always throw down. And yeah, and then this area here will be a walkway, right? So and this will have a wall, right? But like I said, there will be a small little door on this side. So this is a 32-inch wide walkway, basically, just to be able to come in. And there will be little doors on the front of each of these little pins. But yeah, we will see what happens. And then here comes the rain. So, well, I only got a little bit done before the weather started to come through. Dad's just about done. We basically got one bolt left holding the engine in, and then we'll be able to yank that thing out. But I don't think it's going to be today. So I guess we're going to go ahead and take a break and see what happens tomorrow. And then, yeah, because today, as I'm recording, is Thursday, I think, Thursday. So basically, we'll see what happens for Friday. Who knows, might be able to get this done. And then, obviously, over the weekend, you guys, by the time you're watching this, would have already known that there's a get-together over at the Blue Mountain Lake. So, hopefully, the weather held out for that, and that we were able to go. We were planning on going Saturday. But anyway, I guess I should go ahead and get inside before I get wet, because I don't want to melt. Here we are getting into another day. I've already started laying out some of the concrete, but I actually have help today. Someone decided she wanted to go pull out the roof. So, gonna take a break from concrete. Hey, baby.
Hi.
What's in the bag?
Some tent. I don't
You don't got a dead body in that thing?
If it is, it's mighty fucking skinny.
All right. Well, I guess let's get it opened up. I know this is supposed to have a roof, some walls. I don't know what's in there. Hopefully, Mom didn't give us a dead body.
All right.
So we'll figure it out.
The roof? Oh, this roof is torn. Look at that. And that piece over there is torn, and so it's two pieces. Is there anything over here?
Well, maybe let's see what I can find to repair it. Got a little bit of damage. So I do have a little bit of Gorilla Tape. That's all we got. So we're gonna have to make do with that. And I also got some of this flex tape, waterproofing tape. This only contains 2. So we'll probably have to cut this up into sections as well.
So there will be some water probably going through.
Well, these patches are about the only thing that is waterproof.
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing makes this thing waterproof at all.
Alright, so I think that'll have to make do with that piece there.
Yeah. I mean, you have all these little itty bitties right here.
Yeah. It is what it is.
But yeah, yeah.
So I can already tell that where this is worn out, like right in here.
That'll
and then,
be facing outward.
And this right here, it kind of goes where the crossbars are. So obviously that's where it's been weathered the most.
So the way this is gonna go is their homes are gonna be on this side, so that this whole thing is on this side of the fence where the walkway is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it doesn't affect them. Start right here.
Oh, okay.
And you want to do the clear one for that one, or?
Yeah, we could probably just throw the clear one there. You're alright. And we have one patch left for future endeavors. And it does appear that this one actually has to be tied on. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we should be able to put this on.
This can go on
first, and then the only wall that we're gonna try out is the back one.
Back wall, side wall.
I'm building the side walls.
Oh, okay. You're building the side. So.
All right, so we gotta take this over yonder.
Take it from this side.
I was gonna fold it in half, so we're not dragging that as much. One way. Or you can just drag it like I didn't want you to.
Short.
I know. I know you're short.
Oh yeah, you are so tall compared to me. OMG, gosh, who would ever get it up there? Love you.
Uh-huh.
He's so strong.
Why does my wife gotta be a turd?
Ooh, that's why I married you, so strong, babe. Hey, why are you giving me the steps to and you get the damn ladder?
See what I gotta work with?
I don't want to kill myself. It's fine. Come on, babe. Love you.
Uh-huh.
I love you.
Uh-huh.
I love you. You didn't want me to die.
I'll hand it to you.
Yeah, hand it to me. You just don't like being in the stairs. That's what it is. So you're setting me? I don't like heights either.
I have to go to the other side, silly.
He's trying to kill me.
They can't hear you anyway.
God dang it. He's trying to kill me! Well,
I still can't reach.
you almost had it!
Whew.
Is it in?
Is it in yet? Yeah, I see all the sides.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Well, you can use that for tying it to the poles.
I see. So you see, that is awesome. So this will be a nice place for them. Get some shade.
Gonna be provided for some nice shade. So
Yeah.
let's bring you in so you guys can see a little better.
Instead of the muddy mess they're making over here, they'll get a little concrete pad each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's only for eating and sleeping in. And other than that, we're letting these hooligans go out and play.
yeah. So this actually has these little built-in hooks, like I said. This has holes here. Basically, you're pulling that down and connecting. But then there's also like these little loops that you can tie stuff to. And then it also has all of these holes here on the inside to be able to run your string, right? And you're wrapping it around the pole, running it through the eyelet around the pole. It just holds it all nice and tight. And then also up on the sides, it does the same thing. But
Yeah.
we got that patched. We have that kind of patched because I mean you can see it's going to need something a little bigger because it's that whole dirty spot right there is all, it's just wore out. So well, hopefully, but
as you see where it lays, right on the grass, not on the concrete padding.
yeah,
And they're only in here for eating and sleeping in their bed, which their kennels are going to be opened up and going straight to their,
yeah.
they'll have free roam for going into their house during winter time. Other than that, throughout the whole day, they'll be out and about. So we're ready to let them out of that.
So once again, this is a temporary structure,
Yeah.
but it's something that we can put them in to feed them, and like she said, but it's so we can also get rid of all that.
Yeah.
A lot of the fencing that they're already destroying.
And then there's so much mud and grass growing. I mean, no grass, just a bunch of mud and everything. Just give it time to grow so that we can finally fence in this area for our chickens and hopefully goats.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a
Couple of cows.
the miniature highlands, right?
So yeah, covered.
Which we actually looked up. There's a place here in Conway, Arkansas, that has the micro miniatures, and they only get to about the size of
Willow.
The dogs. Yeah, about the size of Willow. So, but anyway, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on concrete. We'll get some walls going in, get some gates going in here.
Yep.
I got to move because we got more wood up in the front, but we're just gonna go ahead and knock some stuff out. We're gonna some music on, just work, and then we'll bring you guys back, because you've seen all this dry concrete before. If you haven't, we have another video you can check out up here. Go check it out. It's greatly appreciated.
Yep.
And then, well, I don't know. Do you want to do concrete, or do you want to cut some wood? You want to play with my wood?
Oh my God. Let me see what my guns tell me.
I don't need your guns for my wood. So, all right, we're gonna get to work.
All right.
Well, we almost got this done, but as you can see, typical Arkansas weather, and I still got concrete left in the wheelbarrow. But anyway, I got it all tied off on that side. Got it all tied off on that side. I'm not going to worry too much about the ends. I don't think I need to tie that down. But then, as you can see, I got limbs that we're going to need to trim up. But story of our life. Didn't even get a chance to put the bike away. Nothing, but glad to get a lot of the tools put away. You can see we got one wall put in, but we still got another wall here, here, and there, and then a wall here in the front. And then we're also going to put in just pieces of wood going across from the poles, and then we're going to put cedar in the back. And then more than likely we'll have some cedar on the sides. Yeah, awesome. Good times. Well, with the storms that have rained us out from this project, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video here. You can't see out there, the creek has come over the edge, and all of that back there is flooded, which is pretty crazy. So I don't know, I might try to go brave, but let's go over here and see if we can't see the creek from underneath the tent. Just see what's going on. And whoo, man, that's cold. That's right. I haven't showered yet, but I wanted to come see, might be able to zoom you guys in. Oh yeah, the bridge is underwater. Bridge is underwater. So that is, whoo, man. Let's go hop in a Jeep and see if we can't drive around to the other side, kind of look at Mom and Dad's cabin site. But obviously we still have water coming in right here. That's actually water coming from the creek that's coming through right there. And this is all going to be animal stuff, so it kind of lets us know that up here is where we plan on putting a barn. But obviously there's going to be plenty of dry areas or semi-dry areas for animals to go. But it'll let me know that, I don't know if you can kind of see that little red stake right here. That's the edge of where the barn's going to be. And if the water comes up high like it is now, during the flooding season like it is now, that edge of the barn would definitely be underwater. So I do not want to have animals on that side of the barn. Okay, so I got the Jeep turned around. So here's our little culvert right here. There's a lot of water going through that culvert. Actually, I got water coming down the driveway too, and then going down the hill. But yeah, most of that water is going to the pond. There's only just a little bit of water going that way, which is good for the amount of water that's coming out right now. Which the pond's almost probably got about another 2 feet, and it's going to go to overflow banks where it's supposed to on that back corner. But let's drive around to the other side. So this is the time you want to be driving around your property, looking at your property, right? 'Cause, man, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. Because, I mean, it's just rushing down the driveway like crazy. Obviously, you still got fishing gear out there, but I can tell right now that, because I do have a stake that's on the other side of that little chair that shows the highest point that I have seen the pond at, and it's not even at that point yet. So I know that it can still go up quite a bit. Now this area of our driveway always floods like crazy. It always holds water like crazy too. Man, we got a leak. Got a leak in my boat. The top of the Jeep is leaking. That's not cool. But we always have a lot of water that comes down from that way, which we already know about, and that all comes to over here. But this is kind of, you know, the reasons why we want to extend the pond. That way all this water right here that's coming down from the ridge, right, all that's coming from that way would go into the pond, because right now all it's doing is it creates a wetland over on this side, and it makes it look kind of like that. Like that's our neighbor's property. Basically looks like a pond, and oh my goodness, you guys, look. So this is our driveway. I wouldn't even be able to drive out of this right now. So at this point I can already tell that this is going to be washing out a lot of our driveway. It's going to be damaged. So oh man, I know that we've had this amount of water come through here before, and we always got to call the county to say, hey, can you come fix this? Because those concrete culverts are completely full of water. Because on this side, on the right side, is completely underwater. You can see them obviously coming out of the water on this side, but the amount of water coming through them is just, oh my goodness, that's a lot of water, you guys. I'm not going to drive through here, but I do want to try to sneak in just a little bit if I can see. What's going on with mom and dad's cabin site. But man, that's a lot of water. I've only ever seen it like this one other time, and that's when we had the basically 100-year flooding, and that was last year. Is record rains, record floods. Man, you guys, this, whew, yeah. Well, as I'm sitting here in floodwaters, like I said, I'm not going to drive through it, but well, that's how it goes around here sometimes. So we definitely appreciate you guys for joining in on today's journey. It was a few days, you know, of working, getting some posts put in, get a new area for the dogs. That way, you know, they're not just in mud all the time. They all actually have a little bit of a concrete pad to be on, and you know, they'll be in a covered area, because the other dogs, they'll go into the doghouse. Lulu does not like going into the doghouse for whatever reason, and we don't need her being out in this. So we are making them a new area. So but anyway, got another video you can check out here. You got the whole year's playlist on this side. Check that out, it's greatly appreciated. Icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. And then last but not least, always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on our next one. Later, y'all.